Exaggerating. Why do we do it? Exaggerating is the act of making things appear bigger, or better, or worse than they actually are. But why do we do it? We do it because we feel inferior. We feel that others will look down on our achievements, feel threatened and fearful of what others will think of us. How'd you get on at the weekend in your 5K? Yeah, I did it in 21 and a half minutes, yeah. What's your personal best in your bench press, mate? Bench press, 120, 125, yeah, 125, yeah. Do you read much at all? Yeah, I read it at least half an hour a night. Yeah. Why do we do it? We hear ourselves as we're doing it thinking, what are you on about? Now look, if you've no idea what I'm on about, then don't worry, pause the video, move on. This video is not for you. And you might say, well, a bit of exaggerating here and there doesn't hurt. Maybe. And people think that the problem with exaggerating is that somebody else, who you're probably telling the story to, will find out. But that's not the biggest problem with exaggerating. They may find out, which means you'll probably lose some credibility, you may lose trust. But the bigger problem with exaggerating is that when we exaggerate, we create a narrative, we create a story about ourselves that isn't true. We effectively build an imaginary version of ourselves that is always that little bit better than who we really are, that we can never actually completely live up to. And that's the thing that ruins confidence. We can't even be the version of ourselves we tell other people. It's this fictional character that we hope that nobody else will find out about, but we pretend to be true. And even if nobody else finds out, we know the truth. And that's what eats away our confidence. We can never quite live up to this version of ourselves that we've created in the world. That is nothing more than a story. And even if you do manage to build up to that person and achieve this fictional character's achievements, if you keep exaggerating, you're never quite there. So my advice to you is, don't exaggerate. It's always going to be so tempting to just tweak a little bit, but it always sets us up for a long-term loss in confidence. Be true. Stick to the facts.